Hello, folks. Let me share a little bit of myself with you guys. I am currently 30, turning 31 here in the next month, which is pretty soon, by the way. And I currently work at McDonald's, even if I do have this shirt as well. I barely can keep up with anything important, including political shit that just kind of comes and goes out of my mind. And more importantly is that anybody who wants to debate me, I'm not a good debater. I don't know how to debate worth a crap. I don't care about debating people. I don't really care about any of that stuff. The only thing I love to do is just make stupid videos and waste my time. You know, that's all I do. And more importantly is that I tend to enjoy fast food so goddamn much that it's starting to ruin my body, as you can tell by my fat neck. Doesn't really help that I have a neck beard underneath here too, but you know, this is the consequences that I was born with. And having to go through that pressure just seems to overwhelm me a lot, because it's like I don't really know exactly where I'm supposed to go in life or what I'm supposed to do. I'm 30 years old, you know, time flew by for me very fucking quickly. I would have thought back then that I would have known what I was supposed to be and accomplished that goal, but here I am, making short little dumb videos, mostly stupid AI crap. And yes, I do find these videos to be a little bit repulsive and annoying, but I do it because that's my way of just making fun. And yes, and I know it is a lazy way to make videos, using another person's voice just so that I can clearly make fun of them. But I am not against anybody that I make with these videos. I'm not. I don't spite people. I don't want to spite people, even if they are billionaires or fucking celebrities or whatever. They live their lives. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to run things for themselves, and that is good on them because they know how to get themselves out of the mud. Me, I'm still struggling to get out of the mud. You know, having to move from state to state recently, it just kind of put a toll on me, especially when it came to, you know, living conditions and other things. You know, that really put a negative impact in my life, and I'm still trying to figure out where my next move will be, especially when it comes to keeping up with jobs, especially keeping up with everybody, especially keeping up with my own self. And that is hard to do, especially when I have autism and borderline intellectual disability. I know this is embarrassing for me to share out for the rest of the world, but hell, everybody shares their personal secrets, even if they intended to or not. So that's kind of like what you know about me so far, is that I am a lowlife. But that doesn't mean that I will not quit trying to continue on, because life is very short for me. Especially with me being in my early 30s at this moment, you know, life has been very fucking short. But do I still want to continue on? I hope so. Because it's like, what else do I got to lose? What the hell else do I got to lose? I got a lot of things to lose, especially my family members. You know, I barely got family for myself left. I don't even have a family. I've been single throughout most of my life, you know. And I shouldn't be laughing about that, but it's true. I've been single throughout most of my life, and these are the consequences that I face every single day. And I'm not trying to say it's only just me, and I bet there's a bunch of people out there that are going through the exact same thing as I am. You know, like constantly struggling, keeping up with today's times, keeping up with the political atmosphere, keeping up with social, you know, I forgot what the word is, but I'm just going to leave it like that. But still, it's hard for me to keep up with the modern times, especially with me being born in 1994. Yeah, yeah. But more importantly, though, is like I make stupid music. I make stupid AI videos. My rap name is Master Tech. For those who don't know, I do have a SoundCloud, and I barely got any subscribers there, or followers, I should say. Because, you know, I'm not keeping up with my musical abilities, too. I've been kind of letting that go because, you know, the only thing I need to focus now is just working very hard and keeping up with my financial, you know, financial situation, and so be it. But in all honesty, I still want to have a hope for myself, even if it is short, you know. I see most of my other family members on Facebook all the time, and they're either doing something good for themselves or traveling or doing musical adventures. And me, what do? I kind of just like, I sit at home, I watch TV, I either hang out with my brother, or if I don't hang out with my brother, then I'm usually by myself in my own pad. But more importantly is this, is like, I am a man who doesn't know what to truly be. And it's hard for me to open up and let the world know because, you know, I tend to not be as open about myself. I never really had. I never really had made videos like this to prove myself, you know. I never did. I was mainly a shy person. And believe it or not, I still am. I still am a shy person. It's kind of hard for me to talk to people without having to feel like I'm stuttering, just like what I'm doing now. But these are the cards that I have been dealing with for far too long now, and this is my end result. But keep in mind, though, that no matter what happens to me, I always look back at my time when I was a kid and think to myself, some days may be very hectic, but the other days I saw a lot of good out of it. There was probably not a lot of good that I imagined, but these are the things that I have witnessed during my time, and it was good. It was bad. It was all just a big old mixed bag of emotions. But in all honesty, though, I try to love myself. I try to love myself as much as others do. I want to see myself thrive and continue on and not just push myself back because I decided to not care about something, which is my total downfall right there. It's my Achilles heel. Not caring about the fact that I wanted to be somebody in life, and yet I never pushed myself to the limits to be that person. It doesn't matter who it was, like a CEO or a billionaire or a movie director or even a producer or an actor or a music producer, you know, those certain things that I hold dear to my life because it's like, those are the things I love to see myself enjoy. I guess you can say that I am a movie buff. But don't debate me over movies because sometimes I will not know which one you're talking about. Because I may or may not have seen it. And it's the obvious truth. So, with that being said, I'm a 30-year-old man, still trying to figure out what I'm doing with myself, still trying to get a good idea as to what to be. And if things don't work out the way that I want it to, well, so be it. That's life. You always got to remember to fail in order to succeed again. And that's what I'm hoping for. Peace, everybody.